Here we are with another study of one of the books of Emmanuel titled Words of Life Eternal. Today's message is chapter 20, and Emmanuel has titled this message Watching. What should we do while we watch? The message starts with a Bible quote from Paul's letters to the Philippians, chapter 4, verse 8. If there is any virtue and if there is anything worthy of praise, let that be what occupy your thoughts. So for this life, dear friends, what is right now, what has today occupied your thoughts? Is there anything worthy of praise in there? Let's hope so. So Emmanuel starts this message by saying, let us work while watching or observing. So how can we do work when we're just looking around, observing things happening in our lives and the lives of others around us? And think about it. We're not sitting around on the square looking to gossip about people. We're just observing as we move through the world. How are things around us? Right? He says, whatever occupies your thought is the substance out of which your very life will be formed. So we observe, we watch what is coming out of our minds. The spirit's mind acting in the physical brain, right? Trigger sensations and emotions that trigger ideas that lead to actions. That is in the book Foreign Life, chapter 10, if I'm not mistaken. So whatever occupying our thoughts is this substance. In the books of Mechanism of Mediumship, we learn from André Luiz now. The thoughts have particles. Mental matter is a matter. You and I don't see or perceive, but in other spheres, in other realms, spirits can see a mold. We're molding our thoughts. We are infiltrating those thoughts with substances that are of spiritual and mental capacities. But out of whatever occupies your thoughts is what your life will be formed. So what is the evaluation that you and I have to take from this is what are we thinking, right? What are we focusing? Are we focused only on ourselves, the superficial things of life, right? Travel, Instagram, pictures, living for there's no tomorrow? Or are we aiming a little bit higher, which is look for the needs of others? How can I serve more? How can I use my resources of time and money and other things and talents to help those around us? So those are very important questions. What are we thinking? So Emmanuel continues, let us remove, therefore, the heart from everything that is not material for constructing the divine kingdom within ourselves. So what are we focusing on? So whatever is not good material to build a kingdom of peace, of kindness, of knowledge, right? Of being in communion with the divine, which is what Jesus is, a Christ spirit, a pure spirit. So he's there in communion with Christ. So we need to think, what would Jesus do and what would Jesus think? Because he's right now thinking about you. He's thinking about your loved ones and every single being that lives off of the earth and on the earth, right? The incarnate and discarnate beings around us. So are we building the kingdom that he came to show us within ourselves? And he will continue. Many criminal suggestions we seek to cloud our minds. Much mud from the road will try to cling to our hands in the journey of each day, and much debris in the world will attempt to immobilize our feet. What are those criminal suggestions that we receive from others, that we give to others, right? What is this mud on the road clinging to our hands and dragging the debris, dragging our feet? These are the things of this world that we are still clinging to instead of moving forward, right? So he's going to give us some examples of this cloud, these criminal suggestions, the mud and the debris, the cloud of misunderstanding, disturbing your home environment, right? When we sow discord among loved ones, the undue accusation alongside destructive slander. A lot of us do this on a daily basis. We slowly infiltrate ideas that are not positive about colleagues, about our relatives, about ourselves, and then the obsessors come and help us with the process, right? Gossip, inviting us to falsehood and frivolity. How many of people spread news, spread information that is not correct, valid, or verified, and they're gossiping. They're talking about this person, that person, this person, with no basis on anything but their own this is the criminal suggestion. It may not be a crime in this world yet, but one day it will be, because in the kingdom of God in the higher spheres, the spirits are not there sitting around and gossiping, right? This is something that you and I do as imperfect spirits yet. It is yesterday's friend surrendering to the demands of darkness, becoming a critic of our qualities, still in the process of improvement. Or it could be today's actions of ours, when we become critical of the qualities of others that are still in development. Yet, in the face of all such obstacles, what do we do? Because these are things that are going to happen to us in daily life. It happened to Jesus. Imagine for us. Do not bind yourself to the webs of disturbance and shadow. So if someone comes to you to gossip, we kill it right there. I'm not talking about someone behind their back. I don't know if this is true. I cannot corroborate. This person will bring the good. This person has done X, Y, and Z thing good to me. If we see news that are alarming, we don't share right away. It's okay to know what's happening around the world. It's not okay to allow ourselves to be muddling on this emotional contagion to the point that we are distressed. In every circumstance and in every matter, let us keep us the soul within angles where something emerges worthy of praise, fixing our attention on the good and striving to accomplish it with all energy available to us. So in every circumstance, remember, so let's watch. Let's work while we're observing. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? Is it coming from me? Is it coming from others? And I'm just believing what people tell me out of allegiance. And then we self-analyze. How am I contributing to the emotional chaos around me, right? Then we fix on the good. We are already open to the promised consoler of spiritism. We are spirits in progress. We're improving each and every day. We focus on the good that we are building for our future, and we focus on the positive qualities that others already have accomplished, including ourselves. To the most unhappy, more support. We go and help people if they're unhappy. To the sickest, more assistance. So we give health care. We take barriers. We prevent things from getting worse for them, right? And by occupying our thoughts with the authentic values of life, we will learn to smile at the difficulties, because each and every difficulty brings us under the microscope so we can see ourselves better. We can magnify what's good and improve it, magnify what's good and move on. Whatever the difficulties may be, gradually building within ourselves the living temple of light for constant communion with our Master and Lord. So when we occupy ourselves with the good, slowly we build this living temple of life, and others will come for us to help. Others will help us, joining us along the way, because we are all together, learning each and every day. Dear friends, another day, another message from our friend Emmanuel. I hope that this has helped you. If it has done so, please share, like, subscribe, follow. We love to have you in this new year in our community, where we can share these beautiful teachings with one another, that we can reflect upon the messages of Emmanuel in our continuing series Learning with Emmanuel. Today, with the book Words of Life Eternal, chapter 20. God willing, I'll be back with you another day, another time, with another video. Until then, stay well, stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.